Wait a minute. This is Gloria, Tanya, ladies to the front, fellas in the back, y'all. Twinkle, twinkle. Yes, Lord. Happy birthday, Danielle. Uptown's on. Happy birthday going out to y'all, Shiny. My man Breeze is in here. What's up, homie? Got wifey with you this evening. Once again, always a pleasure now. Also good to see my man Rob in the building, y'all. Each and every Friday we play. My man Rob come to make our day.
Hey, all over the place podcast.
Yo,
back.
Yo.
What's happening?
Man, all is well.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. We missed them on Monday. We took a little day off.
Yeah. They don't even want us to take dudes talking about CNN. Don't never be off and all that shit. I look forward to seeing y'all show. Bless City Love. Thank you, Topsy. All the way from North Carolina. I got Dean down there as well. Frank, never on time. We on time.
We on time, 7:30.
Man, express your real emotions that you miss us, man. That's all. See, that's wrong with a black man. Oh, he said he could get the link in months. Oh,
hey, Frank, that's on me. That's on me.
Yeah, you know, COVID is over. Back to staff. We have short staff now. I send you motherfuckers back. Yeah, listen, a lot of people have been making an adjustment.
What's up, L?
What's up, L? An adjustment from actually going back to work because June 11th, actually, in D.C. opens up 100%. So a lot of people are actually now starting to come from up underneath the umbrella of COVID. And if we be honest, it's almost like a guy coming home from the military who's shell-shocked a little bit. Because if you've been isolated in your home, social distances, crowds kind of freak you out. You see what I'm saying? So you have to adjust your mind back to seeing a lot of people. Now, even though a lot of people, they could be separated, but people ain't been around people in so long. Yeah. What's up, Anwan? They ain't been around people so long, so now when they're starting to go back, I ain't going over this. A lot of people, but you're going to have to change your eyes. Trust your eyes. You're going to have to believe what you see. People are going to start coming back out. In some cases, they're going to not have masks on.
They doing that already. So
right.
This was the first time, I ain't even going to lie. This was the first time I ever went into a restaurant without a mask on. I did it. I did do it. I did it. I went to a restaurant. I don't want to say the name. I can say the name, but I ain't going to say the name. Went to a restaurant out in Howard County. You know, out there, they don't have mask restrictions. Like you go to the store, you do whatever you want out there. Like Virginia. So I did go in there, got something to eat, had a good time, and I left. Thank God but I'm fully vaccinated. So, you know, it's all good, you know.
Right.
I mean,
well,
the country opened it back up, you know.
Well, the country opened it back up, and I said, I was telling, like, if you go back to the tape, check the tape. Hey, Mike, I was saying that along with the vaccine and the mask and the sanitizer and the social distance, we are in for a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
We will never live the same as we did pre-COVID. Now,
what's up, Tish?
Hey, Tish. Oh, I want to piggyback on what Tish said today because I read one of her comments, and she said something in reference to cussing and the church people getting on her.
Oh, I missed this.
Yeah, Greg, what's up?
What's
What's up, G? What's happening? Tish said something in reference to, hey, Pat, love you too.
Hey.
Listen, Tish said something today. Monica, what's happening? And
That's
said
our
something.
people.
Donna
Our people's
Douglas coming in. It misses like a mother. We, God damn, give us some chance. Well, you know we had to be on our Goma Powell shit memorial. Got to go on, check on in.
We love y'all though. Y'all
we gave some fallen soldiers. We got to give our fallen soldiers, their just due because I'm all over the place. I done went from that to this because what I'm going to say holds preference. Our servicemen are very important.
Yes.
They were fighting for our freedom. For us to walk around, people in the military actually fought. So I could walk around free.
Yep.
One of the greatest regrets I ever had, Dion, in my life, and probably the only one, is I didn't enlist in the military. That's the only thing I could think of. I wanted to go to
you wanted to go in the military. That's
I
funny.
wanted
I wanted to go into the military too. Me and my best friend Pooh, he always be on it too. We was gonna go into the Air Force. And then we just didn't go. We actually went and took the test and everything down PG Plaza.
I did the same thing. The summer of 1982. Now I'm gonna this is gonna back up the next statement that I'm making. Summer 82, had everything set, went up to see the recruiter. They used to be on Georgia Avenue, right across the street from Emory Heights. Go right in there, set up, Army. Here I come. Got everything, signed some papers. I ain't signed that last sheet though. To say your ass gotta go. Hold up, I'll be back tomorrow. Went to my car, had a half a blunt in my little Datsun B210, fired that blunt up, said, man, fuck the military. Man, I ain't leaving no DC in no 1982. It's fun as a motherfucker. This is my first year out of high school. Fuck that shit. And I said I'd do it next summer. And man, it never happened.
It never happened.
But that just goes to show you when you got something on your mind, you got to go with it. You got to push yourself. Because that's the only regret that I ever had about my life. Because, you got to be able to look at your life, retrospect, and say, what one thing would you have done different, Dion, if you had a chance?
One thing I would have done different, I would have went to college. I would have went to a university. If I could do it all over again, I would have went to university. Probably would have done the same thing I did in high school, which was much, walking around and talking to the girls. But if I would have went to college, that is one thing that I do regret. Because they say that the parties and all that was like that. I want to go for parties. I don't go for nothing else. But that's the only thing I regret.
Listen.
Hey, what is y'all biggest regret? Y'all throw that in too. Talking about it.
Listen, man. The biggest and best decade in Washington, D.C.
Was what?
Hands down was the 80s.
Well, see, I wouldn't know. I was born in 82. So
listen, I'm telling you, I was born in 64.
Okay.
So I been through the 70s, which was the heroin, pot. That was that age. Hippie, peace sign, and all that shit.
Yeah.
But in the 80s, you had PCP and evolution of cocaine, and the 80s, there was a lot going on in the 80s. The 80s by far is the best decade.
Hey, we not doing that early tonight,
man. That's fucked up, man. He said I fucked his life up. But my mother, I ain't gonna mention no name on, but his mom said, yeah, I know who Ernie is. Yeah, basically like, put that shit in y'all head and put that motherfucking sons out that mother. Man, I did. Listen. Y'all was built for that shit. I just put that battery in your back because y'all motherfuckers was troopers. They was ready. They was ready to come on the port so bad. They looked at me. They said, man, what you doing? Because that's the same thing I did. Because actually, when you start doing things in your life that's uncharacteristic to the way you were raised, you had to be taking a peek at somebody that you admired. Yeah. They probably a couple years old. It might be the same age, but it just might be a little bit smooth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Big Winston? We talk about how you develop the passion to want to be or want to do something. Not going straight to cards and current regret introducing my daughter to the hood life. Okay. That is a valuable, pull that back up because that's a serious one.
Yeah, so we're going to have to talk about that one.
Talk about
So
that.
she said, not going straight to college, that's hers. And her current regret is introducing my daughter to hood life. So
Ooh, that.
introducing her to the hood life is her regret. She wish she did not.
Man, let me tell you something.
That's a good one.
Man, listen. What's up,
KB.
Kate? What's up? What time tomorrow? Give me a time tomorrow. I got the book right here. Hold on. Give me 1 second break.
All right.
No, you can stay on. I just want to get my man
Yeah.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
You see, we work. We do work and do the show, as y'all can see. So
You
y'all
want
keep it coming.
Okay, you want 11 o'clock? Keep it coming. Keep your regrets coming.
Yeah. That was the one by Tish. That was the one she said.
Right. Well, I think if you would listen, I think you could get by, Tish, with your intellect and the type of genetic. You got to really understand. See, let me go back. This is what I try to tell y'all. Y'all got to understand what y'all come from. You got to understand what y'all come from. You got to go back to the essence of where you come. Your mother and father, boom. Tish mother and father, her auntie. See, the substance of what you come from is already there. So you could have made it without college. But introducing her to the hood life, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Because once that hood get in you, it's oh man, it's like a shot of dope. It just turns you all inside. You start acting like somebody you ain't. And you're like, who the fuck is this person that I because the hood is valuable. It'll take somebody and change every way, every positive thing somebody put in the hood is twist you all around.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get a new set of values once you go in the hood. You got
so would you rather be a brainiac dude or a hood? That was a question I asked you a couple weeks ago. Is it better to have book knowledge or street smarts or common sense? People say. Is it better to have book sense or common sense? A lot of people ain't got both.
Yeah, that's true.
You're either gonna have one or the other.
That's true. Well, the difference is now, Dion, these kids today, if you notice, the ones that are in school don't have a whole lot of literacy issues like we did, because of the fact that this is an information age. So you can receive information from all different angles now. Same thing like that psychiatrist that got on here talked about.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, sis, how you doing? Same thing that the girl that you booked, the little smart girl that helps the kids out.
Yeah.
So, she's saying that the kids are receiving information differently now. So now you got to kind of like include them in the decisions instead of making all the decisions for them. You see what I'm saying? But what I knew, but I want her to have street knowledge. But Lord Jesus, yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing about the street knowledge is you got to be careful with that. That's a very dangerous thing because now one could get that and survive underneath them principles, or especially a female, she could get that and be on her back selling her body.
Now, define street knowledge.
Well, street knowledge is just assuming or accumulating some of the codes or graphics that goes on behind the underworld, the criminal world. What's, the codes, the street, the hood mentality, what's being said, how to talk, how to look, how not to snitch, some of the codes of being in the hood, what you're supposed to go by, not snitching and, see and not see. This is the one that people need to master is see and not see, because that's one of the first ones you learn in prison is to see and not see. You see what I'm saying? Because you can see something, but you don't supposed to be looking at it. There's a difference between seeing something with your peripheral eyes and staring at it, trying to figure out what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm walking down an aisle and I see a dude getting raped, I can't sit there and wondering what he's doing. I got to know in my mind, man, that ain't for me. That ain't me. I got to keep it moving. Boom. I can't be looking like, oh my God, what the fuck? See, you can't do that. So
Ian said his biggest regret was not being in his kid's life early due to incarceration.
That's a good one. That's one of your best replies because you start thinking. See, you ain't the fool. See, you start to realize that you're going to be a husband and all. You can't keep acting like, you got a job and all. You don't know who fuck watch. You work with Metro and all, you know what I mean? So now you got to evolve. All them hookahs and shit be underwater. Fuck with. See, listen, man. On the up and up, on the real and real, everybody has regrets.
Yeah.
But that's when you take inventory of your life, which everybody should be doing.
Right.
You should be able to take inventory of your life and to listen. I don't think none of us are as good of parents when we first had our child as we are now.
Yeah.
Because it takes time. It's a process. Like when I had my son, because of the life I was living, I wasn't trying to be one of the ones to try to tell him to do this and do that and do this. And I'm living in the street. So what I did is basically whenever he asked for something, I just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the chatter down because, boys are different than girls, but girls need the attention. Girls need that nurturing. They need the nurturing from the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
A hard-nosed boy, he can make it. You know what I'm saying? Just with a little love from mom. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because, when it comes to parents, I was just having this conversation earlier. It's an ongoing event. Like, even when your kids get old, 30, 40 years old, it's something that they could be going through, and you still got to, try to guide them through the situation. It never really stops. You know what I'm saying? I hear people say all the time, well, my kid's grown. Yeah, but your kids still go through stuff. And if they come to you, you're going to have to continue to guide them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just shun them off because they grown or they out your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something going on.
Yeah. And one thing about these kids of today, though, Dion, for them to be, when you're grown, when you're grown to receive information that you can process and start manifesting, you need to get it from somebody who got this shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, if your tooth aching, you don't go and get to do the work on your car to look at your tooth. You go to your dentist. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look like the part that you telling them to play. So if I'm telling my son to do something, then I need, my son probably could get on here and say, he said, man, dang, you let my sister get away with everything because he know I'm not as strict on her as I was with him.
Yeah.
Because he was first. So I was a little bit more fiery and didn't know as much, didn't know how to explain stuff to him. So actually, he got the worst of the parental of me because I was young. I was 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What saved my son is my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? My sisters and my mother and them, they had shit together. So we come from a strong net family. So the net was there. Sometimes if you don't catch them, the safety net of the family will catch a person. You know what I'm saying? It might be grandma. It might be Aunt Sadie. It might be Aunt Shirley. But somebody in the family tree will catch that baby. Say, hold up, baby. Your daddy ain't got his stuff together right now, but I ain't going to let you do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Your daddy a good person, but right now he going through some things. Yeah. But, now, my life is not to the extent where I want to be, but at the same token, I'm a better parent now than I was with my first child. Why? I'm a better person. See, it starts with yourself. You got to be a better person before you can be a better person. You ain't going to just jump from being a piece of shit ass person to a great parent.
Yeah, right.
It don't translate like that. It's an evolution, like you said. It's a process. You know what I'm saying, Dion? Just because you have a baby. Now, I heard that I'm saying that because Greg was starting to look into his child's, Mr. Love. It kills me inside to see everybody else's child growing in life and mine is gone. But I live for my other children. That's exactly right, yep. Topsy.
Yep.
Topsy. And we rest in peace. Anana will always be from All Over the Place Podcast. Love forever.
Forever. Yep.
Forever.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you how God works. If you see his granddaughter, she looked just like the mama. I'm talking about, it's like God just drew a picture of the same face, everything. It's unbelievable. You know, as a one gold and one come, as they say, as a life could take of, you know, with one two produced, or, you know,
Yeah.
but, you know, the bottom line is, listen, see, I had to get serious, you know, because I had some of my Christian people talk to me. And they say, you know,
Okay.
you know, say, hey, man, I'm telling you, man, you be affecting people, man. But, you know, I want to listen to you, man. You be saying some good stuff, man. But you be cussing too much. I said, you know what?
How does it make you feel, though?
No, it's something for me to take a look at. See, when people tell you stuff that's the truth, you got to take a look at it. And I'm saying to myself, how could I reenact my act and still have the same a punchline as me using the language that I was using prior to me cussing? And I said, man, that motherfucker church motherfucker got to be crazy if he think I would stop cussing. He done lost his motherfucking mind. Fuck you watching.
Hey, I say it like this: as a 100% believer. Listen, people get crazy about that. I had this conversation last week with somebody about it. Listen, man, you got to be yourself. When Jesus came, he came in front of everybody, and he was everybody's people. So you can't cut people up like that. But if that's not your flavor, you can change the channel. It's all good. Like, it ain't no big deal.
Listen,
you know, don't get into that.
No. Listen, sometimes, see, they might miss it. See, sometimes you got to realize, Slim, you can, you know, sometimes everybody came in the church, man, they didn't come in there saved. They might have came in there looking at this girl that was fat as a motherfucker. By the time they got in there, that preacher started talking and it changed them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, you know, listen.
Yeah.
I know I cuss a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I know cussing is watered down. It ain't like it used to be, where cussing was so foul. You know, heard our president cuss.
Right.
So they took the heat out. Cuss words are not the most foul words that could be used no more because they are expressionary. They're not offensive like the N-word or calling somebody a racial slur is more offensive than a cuss word, because a cuss word is usually based on expression on how a person feels.
Yep.
Now, I ain't sitting there trying to give you no excuses for why I cuss, because I don't got to give you a motherfucker.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 30.
All right, take
y'all first 20 minutes. Give y'all 30 seconds, man.
All right.
I can't take it in decision. Carried away by my vision. Everybody wants to. Now, wait a minute.
I gotta go see Vibe. I've never seen Vibe before. I have to crank. I gotta
Yeah. You know, well, once again, they're starting to open up. And so Facebook and social media has been flooded with flyers of upcoming events from all bands. Just next week, Funk will be at the Chateau.
Okay. Well, we got to get into our regular stuff. We didn't get y'all first segment. That's just us going all over the place. But we got to get to this NBA talk, man. The NBA playoffs is cranking. You know what I mean? So I got to ask you about Luka Doncic first. You know, the Clippers and the Lakers are on the brink. Lakers on the brink tonight. You know, I ain't heard a lot from the Lakers fans in a couple days. You see? Oh, and let me ask you this: who has the most pressure tonight? The Suns or the Lakers?
Well, I think who had more pressure on would be the Suns.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why you say that?
Well, it's a bigger deal if the Suns beat the Lakers than the Lakers beat the Suns. Okay. So if the Lakers beat the Suns, we'll just be on to who can beat the Lakers next. But if the Suns beat the Lakers, they move automatically to one of the favorites in the West.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
because they'll be beating the defending champions, even though they're wounded. You know, one of the Lakers' problems, or several of their problems, is they hurt.
That's a bit. I mean, do you think that Anthony Davis should have actually set out Game 5? Do you think he should have played? I mean, you know, sometimes
what dude gonna want to play? You know, you figure it's a game for game now. LeBron already figured this. I mean, he's been playing it almost 20 years. He done figured it out. For them to get to the championship, they're going to have to win 2 or 3 7-game series. They ain't going to have to win 2 or 3. They just don't have the team that can beat 4-1. If this is not the team from last year. They're a lesser team without Dwight Howard and Rondo and some of the other pieces that they acquired didn't help them. Montrezl Harrell didn't help them they should. Some say they should be using them. Neither here nor there. Montrezl Harrell can't turn around. They need some shooters. The Lakers can't shoot. They're a 2 for 3 match team. So if they get in any type of struggle with a team that can shoot some threes, it's going to be a long night.
Right.
You only can defend.
Booker is cooking right now.
Yeah, you only can defend a good shooting team for a certain amount of time. Empty street closed days.
Yeah, that's what Charles Barkley called.
Right.
You know, but I mean, hey, one thing I'll say about the Lakers, I think if they can get past the Suns, the Lakers is the most dangerous team because they got the most dangerous man, and that's LeBron. But if LeBron and them go out, I see Utah probably coming out the West.
Well, let me say this. The LeBron that we're looking at is not the LeBron we've been looking at the last 5 years.
Right.
This LeBron here is hurt, and he's aging, and his mentality is, man, I ain't trying to do all this shit. We ain't gonna win all, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Motherfucker start. A smart man recognize when the fight is over. Yeah. I'm gonna rumble you, but I just ain't gonna let you whoop me like, oh, you ain't gonna stomp me. You know what I mean? But Sam, I don't have artillery man, Chris Paul is one of the best point guards to ever play the game. He's in control of the series.
Yes.
It's very highly unlikely.
He's injured too now, but yeah.
Yeah, but see, him being injured still could drive the car for Phoenix to succeed because their best player is healthy, which is Devin Booker.
Yeah.
And we still haven't seen a Coca Booker game yet.
Right.
Because this guy scored 60 before. So that's just showing you how good the Lakers defense is too. Even as bad as their offense is, they're almost like the Chicago Bears, 85 Bears. Defense because the motherfucker, but they can't score like the Ravens shit.
Right.
What when they had the Ravens, when they had Trent Dilfer. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was a total defensive.
Yeah. The Lakers defense is great. They've been keeping the Suns around 100 points in a loss.
Right. Their defense is very good, but again, you still got to score the basketball.
Right, and they can't shoot. The Lakers can't shoot. A lot of the guys who made big shots last year just on here. Caldwell Pope is hurt. The little bald head motherfucker, the Russian motherfucker. That Russian motherfucker look like he about 60. Look like he own a hardware store. What's that motherfucker? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name, man?
Hold on, man. Who look like they 60 years old and own a hardware store?
No, Caruso.
Caruso.
Caruso look like he about 60 out there, motherfucker. He be out there, motherfucker.
He good, though.
He be out there, motherfucker, switching and everything in them low ass shorts. Say, what the fuck wrong with the sideways walking motherfucker? Bald head, motherfucker. Caruso look like he married, waiting on the ARP. Look like he about 65 out there, motherfucker. Caruso.
All right. So you don't think so you really don't think the Lakers really have a shot at getting
No, the Lakers won't make it.
Okay,
No.
They done.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So now I got to ask you about the Clippers. Let's go both teams in LA. So what
Clippers-
do you think about the Clippers?
Clippers
are on the brink too.
But Clippers are not done.
Okay.
This one here is a photo finish. It's going 7.
So you think the Clippers are going to win in Dallas?
No.
Dallas will not close them out.
No. I said Clippers are not done. They'll win the next game. The next game
Wait,
is
that's game 6. That's game 6.
in LA.
No.
Then
No, it's in Dallas. And then they go to LA.
No. 2-2-1-1-1.
Oh.
2-2-1-1-1.
Okay, I thought it was 2-3-2. Okay.
No, that's old Joe. 2-2-1-1-1. So Clippers are winning LA.
Okay.
I agree with you, Greg. I think he got pushed in before Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson should have got a second take. Now, if y'all talk about somebody that could have outcoached, you think Tyronn Lue could outcoach Mark Jackson?
That's what I just said, L. I think they going to Dallas game 6.
Okay, I could be wrong. They go to Dallas. Let's see.
Yeah.
Double check.
So what you're saying is that the Clippers are going to beat because
He said, all right, game 5. Okay, he right.
Yeah,
game 5. Right. Yeah, but see,
all the road teams have won. Every road.
Listen. That's another reason why it was so important for Dallas to get that 2-0 lead. Because it's hard to win 2 games in a row. Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the problem is when you get teams that's battling. It's hard to beat them twice. So just beating them once, then you be so bad. Like Luka had a phenomenal game. Do you think he's gonna score 44 again?
Right. He had 40 in the third quarter. In the third, he do.
But you think he gonna do that again? You don't think they're gonna make no adjustments for them to go again? So where's the next game? The next game is in Dallas.
Yeah, game 6 is in Dallas. I just don't.
He's right because the Clippers had a better record than Dallas. So the first 2 was in LA. Then the second 2 was in Dallas. Then they went back to the Clippers. He's right.
Yeah. So I mean, what I'm saying.
Okay, Greg said yeah.
I think they let Luka score all the points he want to score and trying to limit the other guys. But Luka out there diamond. You know what I mean? Like he getting a lot of assists. I think he had 17 assists last night or something crazy like that. So like he going crazy, man.
Listen, they're not letting Luka do nothing. Ain't near motherfucker on the Clippers can touch that boy Luka. He don't like them. Okay. He take it personal against them because they do a lot of this. See, when you got dudes like Patrick Beverly and Paul George, they do a lot of talk. So dudes hear that chatter. Yeah. Kind of like how LeBron did the first year when they was up 15 points against Dallas. They was doing a lot of chatter and high-fiving and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then Dirk Nowitzki ain't like that. He killed them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They went back to Dallas and they won again. That's one of the last time it was 2-3-2. Right. Because the Lakers, Miami won the first game, was up 15 in the second quarter in the second game. Lost that game, went back to Dallas and won game 3, put them back up 2-1, and Dallas won 3 straight.
Yep. How much? But let me ask you this about Luka, since we're still talking about Luka. Is Luka, in your opinion, because they talked about this today on all the sports shows, do you think he got a chance of being the greatest, better than Larry Bird? Can you really compare this dude to Larry Bird? Larry Bird is Larry Legend. Bad dude. As some people say, a bad MF. He's a bad dude. So, do you think Luka's only 22 now. So it's not like he's 32. He's only 22. He's still got 10, 15 years left to play.
Yeah, I think it's premature.
Okay.
It's premature to say that he's better than Larry Bird.
No, I said, can he be?
Oh yeah. Okay. Potentially, will he accomplish more in his career in certain areas? I don't think he's gonna get 3 rings.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna get 3 rings. He'd be lucky if he get 1. See, for players like him, just like it took Nowitzki 20 years just to get 1. You might go 2 times, But championships ain't that easy to come by. This is what people
No.
keep. This is why I keep trying to tell you. So what LeBron has done is phenomenal. It ain't even that easy to go. It's not that easy to go. Even if you lose, you just still have to fight through some shit to get there. If he can't hit those threes like Bird, then no. Well, I'm going to tell you this. For the ball in their hand for the last shot, I'm taking Larry Bird. For one game, I'll take Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing? We talking Luka Doncic. Plus, different era Bird would be killing more in this era. I don't know about all that. I ain't going to try to compare that.
Larry Bird won 3 MVPs in a row. That's what I'm saying. Larry Bird was a bad
Larry
man.
Bird. Listen, Larry Bird.
I don't think he can be better than Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is a white Michael Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what he is. He's a white Michael Jordan. That's what he is. He the best white player ever. That's what he is. He got that title. Everybody always talking about the GOAT and all. He a white GOAT.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah, he do. No, Luka, listen. Luka is 22 years old. His upside has him going in a. Only thing that might hurt Luka is that, one thing that might help him and hurt him is his owner. Dallas.
Yeah, you talking about Mark Cuban.
Yeah, if he played for a marquee team like the Celtics or
if he played that type of market,
the Lakers or somewhere like that, then he'll be in a position to win 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But because the Dallas is not going to get all of them shots. No, hell, Greg, you lost your goddamn.
I don't know about that one, Greg.
Foreigner. Oh,
yeah, he's talking about Foreigner. I don't think he can get Foreigner either. Right.
No, Nowinski got him just by an inch. Nowinski got him.
Well, we'll see at the end of his career.
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
Right now, Nowinski got him. But Luka is outside knocking on the door.
Yeah. Luka will definitely be in the house at the end. He's going to be in the house.
Well, Luka's, we're going to have to see how long he can stay healthy.
Right.
What do you say, Greg? Luka don't what, big boy?
He said that Larry Bird made his teammates better, and Greg was saying.
Luka, no.
Luka's definitely making them better.
Yeah. He got assists and all that too. Yeah. But go back to a part that I talked about earlier that a lot of people overlook in an athlete. This is one of the most important things about an athlete that's overlooked because they don't talk about it amongst black players as much.
Talk to me.
Luka's IQ is lower than Larry Bird's of the game.
Yeah. I'm with you. Mike said, I'll take Hakeem the Dream as the best foreign player. Okay. Michael Bentley said Ginobili. I guess he's trying to say Ginobili.
He got his spell correct on this motherfucker. Tired of that shit.
No, he spelled it right, but we ain't going to worry about it. He good.
Who we talking about, Gino Blow?
No. Nah, look, he said, and he can play the game at his own pace. He's talking about
we talked about that earlier, Dion.
Talked about that in the pre-show.
In the pre-show, how was one of the things that Luka, but I guarantee you, if you look at Luka's game and then go back and look at Bird's game, they play the same way. They don't play up and down like that.
Right.
And Bird couldn't even run it. He's faster than Luka.
Yeah.
But Luka got a quicker first step because he gets you with that jump. He got it.
Luka, like you said about Bird in the pre-show, he was very crafty. He can make his own shot.
Bird had a better catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Shot a higher percentage three, right? Luka better passer, better ball handler, right? Bird's IQ a lot higher. Yeah. Competitive spirit is a little bit higher than Luka's too. You know what I'm saying? Bird rumbled blacks. Bird stole motherfucking what's his name for the Sixers? Punched him right in his motherfucking face. Julius Erving ass.
Yeah.
Stole this motherfucking ass.
They was going hard.
That Bird wasn't no motherfucking joke. Bird said you put a white motherfucker on him, you disrespect him. Man, you need to put a black on me.
They was acting all wild with Isaiah Thomas acting all wild and talking about Bird and all that, but Bird was Bird.
Bird said you better not put no white boy on me checking me. I'm a
Right.
I'm a fry his ass. You better put a black dude on me. See, that's what they do though. The Luka, listen.
Well, we go. I do want to ask you some more NBA stuff. The Wizards season came to an end the other day. Was it a good season? Was it a great season or was it a good season?
It was I ain't gonna say great because great you win the championship. It was a very good season for the Wizards. They overachieved. They turned it around, showed some fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They turned.
At least they won one game. I get
it's just about them making it.
Okay.
Because if you look at the first half of the season, whoever would have thought the Wizards was gonna make it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They was talking about Scott Brooks was gonna get fired and all that, all kind of stuff. You know.
Well, Scott Brooks has a very good relationship with Westbrook.
Yeah.
So you got to give Scott Brooks one more chance because was his first year with Westbrook, and Westbrook wasn't all the way healthy. Now the Wizards are going to be better because we talked about earlier. They're going to get their draft pick back. They still probably need to get one more shooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Machi Moore going to be better. The black Japanese, he'll be better. He showed he improved over the year. Yeah, Westbrook will get a chance to come into the team camp without being traded before camp. So his mindset will be Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Now we need to get Bill healthy. We need to get our players healthy.
Yeah. I think when the Russian come back, because the Russian was playing good ball. What's his name? Avila, Donovan, whatever his name is.
That's the one we drafted.
He was playing good. Bertrand was shooting the ball good in the regular season. He didn't really do nothing in the postseason.
Yeah, well, Bertrand
got hurt. Bertrand. Yeah.
Bertrand got listen.
And he just got paid too.
Yeah, I think he got 90 million. Yeah. They still climbing up. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is Dame Lillard, I don't know if you saw that game, Dame Lillard, he took him to overtime, last shot. Is Dame Lillard the best clutch player in the game in the last 5 years? You don't think he's the best clutch player late in the game?
Fuck no.
Who would you say?
Kevin Durant.
Late game. Now, you know Kevin had missed a couple times late game. When Dame got that, when it's Dame time, it's Dame time.
Well, those are playoffs. We talk about, there's levels to that shit. Dame is a bad man.
Okay.
Let's start right there because I gotta let you know what I think about him. I think he's better than Kyrie Irving. I think he's better than Kyrie Irving. Now, a lot of people.
That's a big statement.
Yeah. I think he's better than Kyrie Irving. But when people hear that, they go, oh, he can't score. I didn't say better score. I said better all-around player. He shoots better than Kyrie.
I think he's a better shooter than
he can shoot, and Kyrie's made some big shots for championships. So everybody always go back to that one shot. But Dame has made series-ending shots on several. He got that Joe where he hit you with that Joe there. Bye-bye. So Shawty is up there with the top. I think it would be him, Durant. I would want the ball in their hands last. Him, Durant. I hate to say it, but you have to put LeBron in there too. If you go for a percentage of how many closeout shots he done hit, Mm-hmm. And then
he got better defense than Kyrie. Yeah.
And then Steph Curry has not hit a lot of series or game-winning shots.
Yeah.
He's hit a lot of big shots, but they weren't game enders.
Yeah, but see, once he catch fire, though, he can blow you out.
Yeah, he don't fuck waiting for the last shot. He bust your ass while the game going on. So it's just how you look at it. Well, I gotta wait till the last shot to keep, or I Uzi your ass up. Oh, let's talk about before we shift gears. No, stay on NBA. No, go ahead.
Stay on NBA. One more. I got one more NBA question, then we take another break. Can the Atlanta Hawks beat the 76ers without Joel Embiid? Do you think the Hawks got a chance? Because we all know,
of course, the Hawks.
That series is going to be a big series.
Of course, the Hawks got a chance. The Hawks series is going to be the best out the two. You know why? I'm going to give it to you.
Wow, you think so?
The Hawks are one of the most sleepingest teams in the whole playoffs. You know why? Because they got good defense and they can score. They kind of like a more knockoff version of Brooklyn. Because the Hawks can put up 130s and shit too. They got motherfuckers that can score on their team too. Lou Williams. Don't forget about Sweet Lou coming off the bench. See, the Hawks are dangerous, man. The Hawks actually look like, I don't even know who they look like.
I would say the Hawks is more like the Suns, maybe. Like they can score it. I do like the young that they got, Trey Young. He can score it. He's unstoppable.
And he can facilitate. He's a point guard. He be having 10 or more assists a game. So he's just not. They could beat the 76ers. And I'm going to tell you something. If Joel Embiid does not play, this series will be all on Ben Simmons.
Okay. Ben Simmons going to have to stop Trey Young. I would put Ben Simmons on Trey Young. That's the only thing that's going to stop him. A big guard like that. That can,
That might can happen.
Because he's going to get his hands up on that three.
Yeah, plus he'll make you alter it a little bit.
Right. He gonna
plus Ben Simmons. Yeah. Plus Ben Simmons to me is one of the best defenders in the league because he's agile. He's 6'9", 6'10". He can move his feet like a guard. Yeah. There you go, BJ. Man, I'm telling you, man, the Hawks be pulling motherfuckers off the bench. Be like, damn, man, they got motherfuckers that can play, and they got one of the best coaches.
Yes, sir.
The Hawks coach. The Hawks coach is better than Milwaukee's coach.
Yeah, Budenholzer, whatever his name.
He's better than Steve Nash.
I can, man, anybody better than Steve Nash.
Only person that might got him, and only person that might got. Hold on. What's up, babe? Babe.
Hey, Blue, man, I got a nephew right here, man. He's trying to put an appointment in with you.
Oh, he trying to put an appointment in? Oh, man, look, I'm on the podcast. They say I got a ghetto podcast because I be taking calls while I'm on the podcast and everything.
Hey, Blue, man, go ahead and do your podcast.
Hey, man, this ain't multitasking. What time Neff trying to do that? Fuck what they talking about. I'm trying to get it off.
Hey, look, I love the fact that, man, I got Cars Bronx inside a podcast.
Yeah. You get through. See, I gotta let dudes know that they certain dudes can get through. I don't know. You might need me, Slim. I might have to jump out by the close this motherfucker down.
This is the funniest show on earth right here.
Listen, what time you trying to go, nephew? Saturday. He trying to get from Saturday.
Oh, okay. Saturday. Yeah, okay. All right.
You want to do Sunday?
No.
He off Sunday.
All right. Okay, Nick.
I'm going to send him a time Saturday. He let me know if he can feel it.
No, you say Monday. How about Monday?
Yeah, anytime Monday.
That's what I get mine.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, call me when your podcast over with, man. Don't forget.
I got you.
All right.
See, there's certain guys that, it's like the bat phone. You gotta take the call. Because this guy that just called my phone is one of the guys who's clearly responsible for my career as a barber. You know what I'm saying? And he's also helped me in business as well. Motivational speaker, has done several things and several business contracts, everything. Great guy. And when you have guys like that, I ain't Russ Park. I got to be reachable for certain people. Now, if that was Ray calling about some bullshit, I ain't going to answer the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I usually don't have my phone on silence, but I forgot it.
Well, look, we're gonna take number 30 on that one. We'll be back, man. We'll be right back. We'll switch it up to politics. Okay.
I toss and turn, looking for my devil. A pretty girl like you, got you, everything she go on. But as a matter of fact, close my eyes, you wouldn't even talk to me. But then a girl like you, like a dream come true, a real life that good. No matter what your friends try to tell you, you should leave it on in love. And we used to be together any kind of way. Say what? Hey! I said every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, be together. Every little step I take, oh Lord, you will be there.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time.
Oh, I didn't messed up. I clicked the wrong song.
Yeah, you looked at your wrist.
We back. Yeah. Before we get going wild. I seen Tish put that joint on hers the other day.
Yeah.
She had looked at her wrist. She had time for somebody the other day.
Oh, yeah. Quick
What's
moving
the
on.
name of the band? That band I was just playing, I believe that was Scooby and hold on, I'll tell you what the name of that band was.
You know who Deja Davis is?
No, I don't.
How you doing, Deja?
How you doing, Dave? Y'all are great, by the way. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh man, we love new listeners because new listeners keep us creative. Because in case you just your first time, so you always got to introduce new people because they might not know what we all about. But we have been acting. We have been in access since COVID. We've been coming up on 100 shows soon. You can go through YouTube or Facebook's Dion Yates Facebook or Ernest McCrae to see some past shows, or you can even inbox us if you have anybody that you know is qualified that actually wants to be a guest. We have guests on. We've had numerous amount of guests. The last guest we just had, let's talk. I'm well, thanks. Kennard told me about y'all, and I listened to his suggestions, spoke highly. Oh,
so that's our man.
Wait a minute. What does he call you, Deja? Because you might be going by a code name, because I might be affiliated with who you are, because that is my main man.
A code name, what?
Yeah, sometimes people call it, might be Chicago, might call you this name, might be Tracy or anything. Oh, another special shot going out to the family of the Colemans and the Stevens for my man Tom Slick. Rest in peace. Funeral will be held at Fort Lincoln this Thursday, July the 11th. And go ahead, tell them about your people.
Okay. Yeah, we got next Friday the 18th. They'll be laying everybody to rest with Cat's mom and all that. So that's going on the 18th of June. Also got to spend a special prayer to my Uncle Lou, Steve Strange, Louis DeWells, whatever y'all call him. He's still fighting. He's still in the hospital right now. He's fighting. He's fighting for, to come on back with us. We're hoping and praying that that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I didn't talk to you. I was going to ask you. I know your father has a direct line.
Line.
Yeah. Ain't no question. So and he feeling it because he worried. You know what I'm saying? But your father got God in his life, so he probably prayed and he not worried. Because you can't do both.
Right.
Contrary to what people say, you can't pray and worry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're killing the prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's like putting oil on a flower. You're not doing it no good because it's not going to grow from what you're putting on it. You have to pray and have some faith in your prayer, man.
There you go.
And I know Louis Dwells all my life, and he's a warrior. He's been through a lot, and I prayed about it and I left it alone.
There it is. Well, we got to hit some politics now. One thing that I wanted to ask you about off the breakaway is this. Okay. I'm gonna go with voting rights first before I ask you. No, I'm gonna ask you what I'm asking. Have you heard about the incentives that they're giving people to get this vaccine? They're giving people guns in West Virginia if you get the vaccine. In Maryland, they're giving you a lottery, put you in a lottery so you can win 30, 40,000. I've heard in other states they're giving people land if you get vaccinated. They're giving you all type of stock options on different things that the states are doing. What are your thoughts on how we can get some of the black folks to get vaccinated, Slim? Talk to them.
Oh, you got to get them niggas weed and Douce. You get them niggas weed, get them niggas some runts and some motherfucking Douce, and man, the line will be all around the corner. Man, you be talking about, man, that motherfucker dirty motherfucker get back. Man, listen, if you give a 3.5 or some runts or some rapper weed and a small ball of Douce, the line will be all the way around the mother. Man, you get motherfuckers some white runts and some Douce, the line, I'm telling you, man, once they put that, man, you lying. I'm telling you, Slim, they giving out a 3.5 or a Nike voucher. Yeah. A dude to give you a $50 joint on the next 11s to come out.
So you saying that if we as black folks, if they give us a 3.5, and a ball of Douce, the lines around the corner, everybody's getting vaccinated, scratching their arms, they ain't really feeling it. This, that,
Yeah, motherfucker, come. Hey, listen. When a person come out that line, once he smoke one of them Jones, man, I don't even feel it, man. You sure they hit me? I don't even feel that.
So they get a little bit of that.
Man, they roll. Man, listen.
Zaza and all that.
Man, if you let them roll the czar up in the line, let them puff that joint while the line move. They won't give you complaining about the line or nothing. Man, they could be out there. They do talking. Man, we've been in this joint a while. Don't worry about it, Slim. It's moving. Man, I'm telling you, man.
So let me ask you this: what do you think about the big craze for? Because we all over the place. This ain't even no politics. The New Balance shoe. Are you gonna get it? The new 992s.
No, I don't.
DC edition.
No.
Okay.
No. Right. See, a lot of this stuff that's being created is created for people that got identity crisis. I don't need no motherfucker shoe to let you. I am from Washington. I am Washington.
Right.
I am a Washingtonian. I don't need to buy no New Balance to make me think I'm from Washington just because it got something. I am a native Washingtonian.
Yeah.
I could tell you about some things that's happened in Washington that only a Washingtonian can tell you.
Right.
So I already know I don't need no shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't stand no lines. Never stood no lines. No. Man, I wouldn't put no funnel in my weed. I'm different. They don't put no funnel in my mother weed. You know what I mean? All you always putting that funnel, you burnt out, man. Don't let nobody tell you. You on cigarettes. Just smoke your cigarette, man.
Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Explain this to me. What is the funnel, man?
Funnel is tobacco that everybody is substituting. Man, just buy more weed. Stop cutting your blunts with funnel. And they talking, man, my throat be hurting if I. You don't need to smoke weed then. Talking about that.
All right, so no funnel for your weed. All right, cool.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, like to say, Don, I don't need no shoe to let. You think I'm gonna stand in line for some damn shoe? Man, are you crazy? Man, if you ever see me stand in line for a shoe.
Raymond Cheeks, my man, happy birthday, man.
Oh, happy birthday, Raymond. Why you ain't get on earth so we could have sent you a shout out, man? Come see me tomorrow, man. I got something for you, man. More 10 for 8.
L said he just lit the J with his funnel in it.
Hey, listen.
You're burnt out, according to Slade.
Man, you are burnt out. You put some motherfucking funnel. Man, let me tell you how backwards they is. They get the best weed and then mix it with tobacco. Why would you disrespect that good weed like that, putting it in? Man, y'all burnt out, man. I'm going to tell you, so you got to be careful. You got to be careful them trends you follow, man. Listen, man, I've been around. I'm 57 years. I know all about weed and all that stuff. I'd had pounds of weed. Listen, you don't supposed to be mixing no tobacco with no goddamn good marijuana. The hell wrong with you, man? Cut it. Y'all listen to rap. You say we got to cut it. Listen to motherfuckers, man. Listen, for real, y'all don't know. That's why you smoke more when you put tobacco in it, because the chemical from the tobacco is more addictive than the weed. So you see a dude smoke a big ass blunt, and then he be rolling one up and like damn, so you just smoke one. But all along, they really ain't addicted to the weed. It's the funnel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you can smoke weed in a room and the weed evaporate. But if you got funnel on your joint, the weed will be all in the curtains and all in the clothes. I'm telling you, Slim.
Say it again. Do you know what I can do with $400? People need to invest in self-wealth growth rather than a show. Okay. All right. I think they were talking about $400. I guess $400 for the vaccine. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't remember what we were talking about. $400. Somebody was talking about something for $400. I don't remember. Oh. I guess we was talking about,
Oh shit! You said 400. 400. I started thinking about my unemployment check. Y'all talking about 400? What the fuck you talking about?
Oh,
400?
she's talking about for the shoes. She's talking
Oh,
about for
yeah,
the shoes.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, listen. People, somewhere along the line, if you're buying...
This shoe costs $400?
Listen, this is not about a shoe. This is about the miseducation of the Negro. If you are standing in line for a tennis shoe and you got kids, you grown, I can understand somebody 17, 18, they still trying to come up. You're 25 years old, 30 years old, and you stand in line for a shoe, you are burnt out. You're fucking burnt out. And see, this is the problem. Nobody never told you that. You goofy. You are goofy. You crazy. That's the definition of goofy. You all that lawn chairs and all sitting out there and say about a shoe. Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. Come on, man. Burnt out, man. Man, listen. The only people that should be standing in line for shoes are people who are buying a quantity which they can resell and make money.
Okay. All right.
Now, the guys that's making money off a shoe are the guys that consume more than 6 to 12 pair.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Those are the guys who try to lock down or get people to stand in line for them, pay them so they can get them shoes, right? And then when they get the masters of the shoe, and they resell the shoe. Because once the shoe actually was sold out, the price goes up.
Right.
Because it's a limited amount of shoes that they actually put in your store.
Let me ask you this. What would you stand outside 2 hours for? Is there anything you've ever done it for? And is there anything today that you would stand and wait for?
Some pussy. I stand outside. Shit. Stand outside for 4 hours wait for that right motherfucking piece of pussy. Shit, you goddamn fool, you shit. Fuck a sneaker. But a man to wait outside 2 hours for that motherfucker he loves. Shit. That be with somebody you want to be with. Shit, she said, I'll be out there in 2 hours. Motherfucker be outside smoking a cigarette.
Hey,
motherfucker be outside. Man, say, man, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
Your niece saying vote, man. See, she gave a good answer, man.
Listen. That's the better half of my bloodline. She gonna tell you what's right. That old Gomer Powell.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Tamika the Black Panther. Vote.
Tamika the Black Panther.
Listen.
My God.
Listen.
Michael Benny said he's still in line to see Ali.
For 2 hours?
I don't know what Michael Benny talking about.
2 hours. No, he talking about the movie Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Listen, man, let's be honest. See, I give the answer that's real. Dudes be wanting to hear politically correct and all that. Motherfuckers ain't even voted. Talking about standing in line for 2 hours. Motherfuckers is signing shit like Trump say, send this shit in.
All right.
Oh, you sneakerhead.
If
a shoe.
Okay, disagree to a degree. Me and my brother are sneakerheads, and if a shoe is what I want, I'm gonna get it. Are you gonna stand for 4 hours though? I guess that's what you're saying.
No, I ain't talking. No, I ain't talking about to get the shoe, the line moving and all that. I'm talking about the lines that you see out front of the stores.
Yeah,
people waiting to get a tennis shoe. That tennis, you could get away with it because your morals and values. There's an exception to every rule. That's not for everybody. So you don't even jump in the car. Your deck holds 75 motherfuckers. You ain't worried about no motherfucking shoe. Don't worry about you, Tish. You just get it. That's not for you. I'm talking about.
So what about Black Friday? You know the people be sitting outside waiting on.
It's all a game. It's all just like Christmas. All that was built for the merchant, the people with merchant. All this stuff, just like the 20. If Jesus wasn't born on the 25th. So they turned it Christmas and commercialized it and turned it around to a year where they can get rid of all the stuff that they had and put stuff on sale and all that. It's commercial, man. All you got to do is read. If you read about it, you know what I'm saying? That's why black people spend more money on stuff that's worth less. That's why we have less. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the stuff that we're investing in has no value. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? A motherfucker can look in his closet, a sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what a sneakerhead can do.
Talk to me.
A true sneakerhead can look in his closet and see $100,000.
Yeah.
That's what a sneakerhead to do.
Yeah.
100,000.
100,000. What's up, Ern? Bro?
Now that's a sneakerhead. I ain't talking about somebody, yeah, I wear tennis shoes. I'm talking about sneakerhead. Greg's a sneakerhead. Tis is a sneakerhead. Right? Now, first of all, a sneakerhead has to have some money.
Oh, yeah. You got to have some money.
It ain't just no motherfucker standing in line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm not a sneaker. I mean, I like what I like, but you know,
I like
if
what I
you
like.
see me, you know, I got a lot of different pairs of shoes, but I like hard shoes, so I like.
Now I can't. I'm a victim of it myself, but I ain't had to stand no lines. I got shoes cost $900, $600, $700. I got shoes for $1,000. A pair. And them always say, "Why would you spend that type of money?" So I got the Tish comp. I wanted them.
Right. You want them to go get them.
And one time, and see, one thing when you make purchases, you got to understand how much of it affects what you own.
Mm.
Now, the key to what I'm saying is this here. If you make a purchase, which a lot of people do, which takes more than 50 to 65% of their wealth on something of no value.
Right.
That's crazy. So if I got $800 in the bank and I go and buy a shoe for $600, I'm a damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
But if I buy a shoe for $800, you got to make for sure that I got more than 10 times that amount.
That amount, right?
Right.
Right.
See,
so you saying if you got 1,000, you saying you shouldn't spend 800 on that Gucci belt?
No, that's a fool. That's a fool. That's where that's a fool. Well, I'm not even gonna call him a fool because I don't like to use that term because the person won't be able to get what I'm saying. It's not a fool. That's a person that's bad with money.
Okay. They just an impulse buyer. You know, you got
So you got some people save all their money up. They can save up to 10,000 and then go spend $9,000 on a chain.
Right.
That's a fool. That's not a good buy.
Right.
If I've been saving for the last 2 years and I got $15,000 in the bank or $15,000 underneath the bed, and I go buy a chain that costs $12,000, I done took 85% of my wealth for a purchase on something that's not significant. It ain't like I put $15,000 down on a condo.
Right. That ain't gonna get you nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we gotta go to politics. I do want to go to politics. So they say Trump is coming back in November. I don't know how he's gonna do it. I think we talked about this in the pre-show. I don't remember your answer. So how is Trump coming back?
Well, they run a QAnon now. They see what's happening is you got to really study what they're doing, Slim. They have went after the people that's stupid. And what they have done is the people who just don't believe in nothing, they gave them anything to believe in to make them feel good about themselves. Because if you look at the type of people who really, even the people that went in the Capitol, these were people that were so far gone off of what they believe, they were willing to die for.
Right. I seen a post on Facebook when they showed the Million Man March, and they were saying, now 1 million people came here, Million Man March back in '96, I think it was. Ain't nobody gonna storm that Capitol. But had we stormed that Capitol, it would have been a mass massacre. And we would have went anywhere near that Capitol.
If all them people would have went up in there, they probably would have sprayed us like roaches.
Yeah.
Sprayed us down.
They'd have dropped some bombs.
They might have dropped a bomb on us.
Yeah, they might have dropped a bomb on us.
Or some gas bomb. Dudes have just been falling out. Something.
Yep. Yeah. It definitely wouldn't have been like how that was with the Trump.
Well, I mean, it's we can't be naive to understand. listen, we were brought up different than people are today. Can't be naive enough to not know that it's two different set of laws for two different set of peoples. Some are enforced harsher on different ethnic groups. You know what I'm saying? You take the smallest population on the planet, and that be the largest population in the penal system, then, that's by design. You know what I'm saying? So if it's nowhere in the world, 4 can be over here and then 20 be in there. You know what I'm saying? If it's 20 other ethnic groups, no, it don't add up.
Right.
I mean, it's just mathematics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we so confused as a people because our morals and values are all over the place. We got 4 or 5 different gods. We got Jehovah, we got Jesus, we got Allah, we got Black
Buddha.
Jew, we got Buddhists. You know what I'm saying? Once you divide a people up to 5 or 6 different gods, you're going to have 5 different way that people think. So we done created a section amongst ourselves. We done sectioned ourselves all. So we're not as strong as we could be. With the Spanish people, all of them, they on Murray. You see what I'm saying? 89% of their population is worshiping the same thing. So, collectively, they can get more people on the same page because they're underneath the same God. So, they can get more a conglomerate than us because we separated, man. You got some dudes, man, I don't believe in that church. Woo. Man, pastor, man, why the church ain't stay open? Woo. People say, they got all kinds of questions. And people look for excuses.
No, you got that right. Now, let me ask you this. We talked about this in the pre-show. UFOs, talked about this last week. The UFOs have been sighted. They've been seen. They on YouTube. You can Google them. Do you really think that they got UFOs?
Of course.
Okay, so you really think they are extraterrestrial?
I've always believed in extraterrestrial. If you do enough reading and researching, you'll start going back into it'll probably take you back when they start talking about extraterrestrial, when you start talking about building the pyramids and all that stuff. Some of them say that the way they built this stuff came from up light. I ain't quoting nothing. So don't say I got on here and start, man, Slink Trip. No, I'm just telling you facts. And I'm going to tell you another dude to tell you something. If you ever look at that show on the History Channel, Aliens, you ever watch History Channel? They will show you different scenarios, even on how the pyramid was built, how today they can't build it. Because some people say there were extraterrestrials involved. But some people say they was using that just to not give our people's credit. Mm-hmm. Right? For building it.
He believed we can't only be the planet with civilization. That's what Raymond Cheek said.
Okay. That's what I believe.
You told me that somebody confirmed it, though. So there was a confirmation.
Our ex-president, former president, Barack Obama. Y'all got to start looking at the news, man. Go listen to people's quotes and speeches and stuff because you learn a lot from people speaking. You know what I'm saying? Because when people speaking on a national level, they got to have this shit tight. And Barack Obama was one of the best speech givers ever. So you got to eat just like Martin Luther King. Certain people had a way with actually addressing a multitude of people. Because if you can't capture the audience, man, my voice be, I don't hear that shit. People start becoming abrupt and all that. So you got to have people's attention when you're speaking to a multitude of people. So if you go back and Barack Obama talks about that, it is a fact that there have been spotted in our airways unidentified objects which can't be discovered by all the technology that we have. It doesn't identify who they are and what they are and what it was. So you can go back to it. This is what Barack Obama said. I'm not saying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that he's prevalent to more information than me.
Eric said Obama was up at Berry Farms today.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be having the Berry Farms tournament back. Oh, yeah. Just to let y'all know, some up and coming. What? Oh, they
sat back on that.
Yeah, they welling. I ain't heard that. That shit would have been on CNN. But they say that the Goodman League starts the 15th of this month.
Okay.
So the Goodman
We need
League
to
is
go
back.
down there. We need to go down there and watch a game.
Of course, we can broadcast from that. Ain't no problem. Let's Miles try to kick us out and say we owe him some money for time. I'm about to talk about Miles for that because he put that together out of respect. We just can't set up shop with something that he's built. You know, we would have to go through him and ask him, you know, could we, you know, do a podcast from there? You know what I mean? And people might try to get in our business engaged. We might need a voucher. Somebody like Bill to speak for us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's Miles is more familiar with than us because he don't know us personally. You know, he don't know me personally.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I know Frank knows him, I believe. So.
Man, I know a lot of guys that know Miles, but I know guys I'm real tight with. They grew up with Miles.
Yeah.
I know dudes who grew up in Barry Farm. I got some guys that I listen. If I go across the bridge over Southeast, I'm good. I got motherfuckers I fuck with over Southeast. A lot of you motherfuckers can't go over that bullshit. I could go over 23rd, 30th Street, all them motherfuckers. On Savannah, I got motherfuckers.
Okay.
Yeah, I got guys that, you know, Curtis Pinion, yes, Obama and Michael Strahan filming Good Morning America.
Okay. They from over there doing it. Okay.
Real talk. I should have believed you, E, because you don't wail.
Yeah. That's what Curtis Pinion said he's going to plug us in.
And I believe him because he plugged us in with Big C-Bone.
Yes, indeed. Curtis Pinion is a plug. Yes, indeed.
Who said yes? Oh, Tish, you get in my car. You ain't got to worry. What? Man, you get in my car. You ain't got to worry. But we go southeast. Only thing you got to worry, get tired of shaking the motherfuckers' hands. Shit. Yeah. Make no mistake about that. I got some southeast guys that I'm gonna tell you something about southeast.
Okay, talk to me.
Before I was incarcerated, I used to have a thing against them southeast motherfuckers.
Wow.
Yeah, because you know we crossed the bridge. You know, in our time, we used to rumble dudes outside, but they come down high, you fight them and all that. So long story short, I got incarcerated. Man, I got some guys out of Southeast, man, and I consider real close friends. You know, and we cherish our friendship because we from two sides. Because we really, when you from Northeast like we is and Southeast, those are two different cultures. If you don't know that, then something is wrong with you. Yeah. If you grew up in Riggs Park and you go over 37th Street and don't see the difference, then you're gonna get slumped over that bullshit with them people. Yeah, they'll knock your fucking head off. Like my man said, knock your dreads off. That's my man.
That's correct.
Yeah, you gotta understand, man, that you know, and one thing about men, I say it all the time, true men don't need no introduction. So, you know, dudes over Southeast, they respect the dude. Just be yourself. You know, they're a little different than us. They're a little louder than us.
Yeah.
You know, we consider a little bit more smooth. They're a little rough around the edges, right? But I like them because one thing about a Southeast dude, he understands poverty.
Yeah.
Right? And he used poverty to get off his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Where dude on our side, a little spoiled. You know, he grew up in a single family home, stay in your mother's basement. No, I'm over the Southeast, man. Man, they trying to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
You know, and if they ain't trying to get out of there, they're going to make sure that they're doing good. Yeah, real good men over Southeast. I ain't got nothing but high regards with Southeast. And I got some guys in Southwest that I fool with. Yeah. Because, see, you got to realize, Dion, that things are different now, 2 reasons. And this is why our city is so fucked up. What acclimated Southeast, Northwest, Northeast, Southwest? Number one was sports. Mm-hmm. You got acclimated from guys playing Little League football, playing basketball, right? And number 2 was the school system. Mm-hmm. You might have went to school with guys that their aunt lived on our side, but they really from Savannah Terrace.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
DC, you can go to any school in DC. Is that correct?
Not no more. You have to be in the area of the school. That's what I'm telling you. They got stricter. My nephew used to be on that board where they actually had to, you know, make sure you was from the area that the school you. So if you went to Coolidge, you had to be in that area. You know, you couldn't be from Southeast and go to Coolidge unless you was you. They got real strict over the years. But as in DC, the population has went down in public schools because of charter. That's a whole nother issue. We get Keisha Kemp and the other man to talk to about that.
Yep.
Yeah. You went to school when you was at Waterside. Man, listen, I know the school system because I got a lot of people that I know that work in the school system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of people that went to school with me are teachers, administrators, custodians. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like them, little Frank used to say, damn, Skinny, all them dudes your age, man, they look like bums. And I said, Frank, by the time you get 50, some of the guys that you grow up with, they're going to be bums too.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize that's a 30-year stretch from 20 to 50.
Yeah.
A lot can happen to a person's life from 21 to 50.
Yeah. And some of them going to be gone too. They ain't gonna.
It might not make it.
It might not make it.
Might not make it.
Well, I would be remiss if we don't talk about the grand opening this Saturday of Spread the Love. It was a great grand opening. I didn't make the grand opening. I did come the next day. I was out of town. But did you get to the grand opening?
Yeah, I got to the grand opening.
I've seen all the pictures.
It was very nice.
Okay.
I didn't take no pictures, right? I didn't take no pictures because I got there after I got off like 5. Couldn't take a picture. But see, once again, that's one of them situations where I just sat back and enjoyed seeing my guy off the same block as I grew up, right? And feeling good that in one time in my life, I had a clothing store. So I understand exactly how he felt to turn the key, to go in there, and you can see all the work is paid off. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be so happy. There's no greater joy than sticking your key in a building that you're running. You're in charge of everything. Everything comes through you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole, you don't have to worry about nobody. Like you said the other day, motherfucker, man, I gotta go to school over here. This motherfucker principal want to micromanage everything. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about that. Because everything, you're at the top of the helm. So it's a whole nother feeling. And I think every black man should at least own something. I don't care if it's a t-shirt company that you only have 50 shirts. Just own something to have a sense of ownership so you can understand and you can teach as you go, because your off-seed or your nephew or something might see the way that you're going about things and steal some of the entrepreneurship from you and take it to another level.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, Bean's nephew, he still got nephews and everything.
Yeah.
So they watching him. He still got a son. So, he's laying the tracks and he's still doing things, rest in peace to Tony.
Nice, man. Yeah, Tony B.
Yeah, Tony B.
Well, I just had to say something about it because, I seen all the pictures on Facebook. It looked like it was a great grand opening. It had some champagne. I seen Michael Betty on some pictures. Bud, Lord Mike. I seen Lord Mike, I think Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Seen him too.
Yeah, Lord Mike. He in St. Martin's, I think.
Okay.
He went on a cruise or something.
Okay.
Which is well deserved. And man, listen, Dion, I'm gonna tell you something. I never thought that when I get the age that I am now, I would be actually saying I'm so proud of people. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see somebody like you, D, I'm so proud of you, man. And that's one of the reasons why I picked you. People like, man, what the fuck made you pick Dion? You know what I'm saying? But they don't know our relationship.
Right. A lot of people say the same thing to me. How'd you even hook up?
Yeah, but motherfuckers don't know. I've been fucking with you since you was a little boy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And the only reason you wasn't apprehensive about him is because you know me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't like you just, Slink came up to you with a proposition. Man, you're 12 years old riding in my car. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I go to Greg with something, he go like, the dude been in my life since I was 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right. And never betray me. Never betray your people that you care about.
Right. Ever.
That's important. And that's something I'm going to say about Tom Slick. If any of his family is on, the Stevens family or the Coleman family, that's one thing about Tom Slick, man, I can say about him. Man, he wouldn't hurt a fly. And see, everybody got a place. And I got some friends that'll knock your motherfucking dreads off. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth. And I got some guys, man, that's just so nice. Everybody like, man, where you meet him? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Tom Slick was one of the most happiest friends I had. Ever since I known, he was so happy. His spirit was up. Me and him, we did so much together. Known both of y'all since I was, See, and I'm gonna tell you some another guy who's no longer here and gave me some game. And his family be watching all the time. Meech Jackson.
Yes, indeed.
Meech Jackson, man, was a unique guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this dude was so good. This dude was up in rigs, hanging in rigs so much. I was like, this motherfucker up here. And everybody else that let Meechy up in rigs, hang with Michael Bailey, Doug. Oh, man, he just was real. And when you're real, you can do that.
Yep.
Just real. It don't make no difference where you're from.
Yep. Curtis Bean said, I find myself not going around my old hood since the young men took over. I'm a has-been. Okay.
Yeah, you better keep your ass away from around that girls with that bullshit. Get out the car, walking and all that, man. Them motherfuckers light your ass up. Them young mamas, listen.
Mike Jackson, man, we all
listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. I see one thing about All Over the Place Podcast. This is one of the things that I can share about. See, because I love to give honor. Because people tell me all the time. See, y'all don't know. People tell me all the time. Say, Slink, man, I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you, man. You be doing this, man. You be doing it, man. You help me with this. Man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all give me, see, that's what it's supposed to be. That's where things done got off a little bit. The young supposed to love the old and the old love the young. That's how I come up. I used to love the old head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you know I'm older. You used to love getting in my car. You don't know I got that dynamite. You just jump in there, call my pal. You know?
Yes.
Are we off to go
Let's
go. We're on to get some ice cream. We got ice cream in this motherfucker. We got ice cream in this motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, though, Slim, I'm gonna get back to something that Meechy told me. You know, Meechy been to my house, Slim. Been to my house. Now, you know, as a man, your house is your last line of defense because you had your family there. So if I bring you in my home, I love you.
Yeah.
I trust that you ain't gonna be looking at my wife with a wicked eye, or you ain't gonna be looking at my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't even worry about that. Because I'm good at understanding who you should allow to come to your house.
Yep. Everybody can't come to your crib.
Everybody can't come to your house. It's just that way. Just like DMX said, know them to be them.
Yeah.
And when you know them, trust them to be them.
Yeah.
So he said, know them to be them. Trust them. When you see them, believe them. So he's saying, when a motherfucker show you a snake, they understand if you be around, he ain't gonna bite you.
Yeah.
Don't put him in your car thinking, man, he ain't gonna bite me, man. I'm his man. He a snake. He a snake. That's what he do. That's what he do. And see, one thing I learned, Dion, this is what you learn. This is what I kind of like mastered lately. Negative energy. I got a vicious wall of negative energy. And I'm not allowing a person to overload you with all their problems. See what I'm saying? Because you have enough of your own, Dion, that you still have to sort out. So before you can start fixing, like Ayana is whatever, fixing the motherfucker's life, Slim, you still trying to get that last screw in your back. You know what I'm saying? You still tightening up that nut to make your shoulder straight. Or you still trying to get your heart aligned with your spirit. So it's a constant struggle.
Yep. Hey, you said a mouthful there. Big Winston said you was the first one with the Gore-Tex coat behind the barb shop.
He telling you the truth. Listen, man. that Elmo, that's my man. That was used to be one of my things. I always wanted to be first. I kind of like had that mentality that the motherfucker was standing in line. I always wanted to be the first to bust out with something. See, you know, in our time, that's what we used to do. Man, I want to be the first to bust out with a Z with rims and woo, you know, stuff like that. What we had is more of a competitive nature than a cruddy nature.
Right.
See, our competitive with each other kept us striving to do better. But the nature of the day is a cruddy nature. They striving to keep you worse.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to do better. Their whole goal, man, fuck that mother. They will shit on you with their problems if you let them. It's called shitting on you. Okay. Yeah. But the key is
that's facts right there.
the key is Slim. Yo, my man, Bill. The key is Slim, understanding who you're dealing with and trying to keep as much negative in it. Come on, man. By now you should know already who in your rotation, who you grew up with. Every time you get around them, it's the same shit. Why you keep being around them? You know some motherfuckers, all they do is be negative as soon as you get around. Man, I ain't get my check, man. Man, you know what? Man, I got a flat. Man, get the fuck away from me with all your problems, man. Yeah, man, I got problems too. I ain't said nothing. How you doing, home? Right. I ain't said nothing about how I feel, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you should know you can't expect people to be what it is.
Yeah. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our last 30 seconds. When we come back, now y'all know it's 9 o'clock. Ian said he coming back at 9. We can ask a couple questions, I guess, relationship questions. It's Thursday night, normally ladies' night. So let's see what you guys think after this.
I got some.
Oh, you got some? All right. Well, then we'll take 30 and then go get you something to drink, man, before we do this.
Let's go.
Let's take 45 seconds. Take 40. Hey, we are back. There it is. All Over the Place Podcast, 9 o'clock. Y'all know what time is. Relationship talk is on.
Well, one of the things I was talking about is how people's so quick to condemn somebody else for trying to work out something in their relationship with their significant other after they've been exploited about some news in reference to a person cheating, or because it's harder now to forgive somebody because everything is blown up to where 10 people know, 100 people know. Yeah. So it puts more pressure on the person that's in the relationship to leave this person because now 100 people looking at you with a side eye. Mm-hmm. Instead of acting like they ain't never been back with somebody that they have problems with. We all have done it. We have took people back for reasons for whatever. Now, this is the section of the show where we tend to use a little bit more foul language, where we talk about body parts, titties, pussies, ass, buttholes, and all that type of stuff. So this is a part of the show where, people tend to, they might jump on there like, oh, man, what the fuck they talking about? Right, but this is the last part of the show where we tend to be a little bit more vulgar in the show when it comes to relationships. I'm saying that everybody has went back to a person. I don't think nobody has got cheated on one time and cut a person off.
Right.
I think even if they did cut them off, they went back to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it takes you, because when you say, let's say you catch a person, you've been fucking with a person for 5 years, Dion, 6 years. Mm-hmm. You find out that the person was cheating. Now, the first thing in your mind, to what extent of cheating? Right. Did she just meet a dude one night and he fucked her? Or was she dealing with a dude for a year, texting, calling, fucking, and all that? Right. There you have a romance, which is a little bit more heavy. Right, because they might be building something, which is a little bit more heavier than somebody slipped up and had a, you tend to, okay, well, I forgive you, don't let it happen again, woo, woo. But somebody that was involved with somebody for a significant, you can question whether or not what really is the problem. Mm-hmm. So
they kind of both are the same. Like if they went the full Monty, they went all the way, and they end up smashing. Like that's almost like, what I'm saying, I gotta throw the keys in. Like I'm done. You know what I mean? So, but that's me. Some people can say I can forgive that if it was a mistake or whatever it could be. Like I'm not gonna stay with you for anything. That's my only thing that's gonna make me say I'm done. Now, if you talk to a guy and I find out, probably be mad, probably be upset, I can probably look the other, I can look the other way. But if you let something go up in there, if you let something go up in there, I don't know. That's just me. So ain't nobody commenting yet, but I know the comments are coming. So ain't nobody comment. I ain't got no one.
Because they thinking about what to say. See, I like people to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to take myself for example. If I was dealing with a person for a lengthy period of time and they went out or I went out of town and she went out with her girlfriend, seen a dude, he just messed up with him, they got to drinking or something and he smashed one time. I wouldn't hold that as much value as if my peoples have been fucking with this dude for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been talking about they love each other and all that. That's a little bit more to think about than something that happened. Now, don't get me wrong. We can't change the fact that he did smash. But just think how many times he smashed within a 2-year process.
Right.
So you could say, wait a minute. No, I can't go for that.
Right.
And the hardest thing will be is to build the trust back.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in the midst of everything, once one thing come up, you'll swear they got something to do with the other thing.
Right. Right. I mean, it's always a tough situation, man, when you dealing with that. Like we done already done all the questions. Like if you see your man out, you know, and or you see your man girl out, you know, she, you know, hugged up or whatever, what's your next move? You know, we done already hit that scenario. I'm gonna call my man, like, look, your people's out here wild. Like, what's going on with y'all? Y'all together? What? Because they over, you know, I mean, they doing something over here. I'm gonna call immediately. That's just me though. Now, if it's not my man, I'm gonna let it ride. But if it's like my right hand dude, I gotta make that phone call. I gotta make that phone call. If it's my right hand man, I gotta make that phone call. But if it's somebody I know from high school and I might have known that he was married or whatever, and I seen his wife, I don't know if I'm gonna call him because I don't really know him like that. So I'm gonna probably fall back. You know, I'd be like, damn, she got wow. Or because I don't know the situation. But I'm gonna know my man's situation. Like they married.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
your
gonna know
close
his
friend.
situation.
Yeah, your cousin or somebody, your
Right.
cousin, somebody in the immediate family where you know what they got. Because he told you what you got going on. Man, I love him, man. Ooh. And you would say, what the fuck? That nigga got his hands on my cousin ass like that? Oh, no.
Right. And enjoy palmed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
he
good
got,
game, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you see, he got, man, you standing at the corner. He got your cousin's ass palm. I'm talking about he's squeezing that motherfucker too. He got his hand and be this part is in the cracker ass and the other part is holding one cheek. She got a fat ass. And you like,
Right.
she see you like, oh, what's up?
If that's my man, definitely making that call. That's what I said, JT. If that's just my associate, definitely not calling. Right. I mean, if it's just somebody I seen, you know, I'm at, you know, a go-go or something, and you know, somebody doing something, it's not my man. I'm not gonna, I got nothing to say on that. I don't got nothing to say on that.
Well, some people, I'm gonna tell you, you got some guys will see that. And I'm gonna tell you how cruddy motherfucker is. He'll go try to fuck the woman too.
That's terrible. Yeah, you probably right. Especially if they know that she rolling, or if he
That's
get that vibe.
That's
if
how
they get that
cruddy.
vibe,
That's
yeah.
how cruddy some niggas will see the woman already in left field, be like, man, I always want to fuck her my motherfucking self.
Right. And then try his hand. That's
terrible. Man. Then when he push up on her and she said, nah, what you doing? Like, what the fuck? I just see you with another, you know, niggas will do that. I just see you with another nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Don't act like you all like that. Because she might say, oh, love that. What you talking about? Mm-hmm. You know, dude, and that dude be talking about, man, I just see you with another nigga. I should tell my man you was out the man had a crack, had your whole hand in his ass. You know, dudes get mad when the broad don't want them. They start throwing salt and everything. Oh, bitch, you ain't nothing. You a cold hole any motherfucker. They start going left field with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes,
because
sir.
They can't, because they already thinking that the woman is easy, but the woman is easy for who she easy for. Don't mean it's open for you. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this. If you had some information, say you had some information on, you came across some information about your best friend or whatever, do you feel like you obligated to tell that friend? Or are you going to fall back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to tell.
I'm not talking about a life or death situation. I'm just talking about something like you heard, his daughter got pregnant or something, or was running wild, something like that. Do you feel obligated to tell your friend what's going on? About
his daughter?
About anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a friendship, you got a true friendship, you know the definition of friendship goes different ways. Yeah. Now, somebody that I'm close to, then I can share it, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
I
but
think
you
you should
know,
all. I mean, but sometimes some people get mad when you jump into their business. You do know that.
well, I ain't saying jumping into their business. Now, you got to know who you're dealing with. Now, you got to know the individual that you're dealing. That's first of all, and you got to know how to get the message across without it being like you're in their business. You know, it's different arts of communication. It's always about the art of communication because some people just go on and tell you anyway because they like reporting bad news. Man, I heard your daughter was pregnant, man. What's up with that shit? Instead of saying, Slim, I'm gonna know you might be going through something, man. I know it's tough. I've been through the same thing, man. If there's anything you need, let me know.
Right.
Right. Everyone has levels to friendship. So it's different ways to try to. It's all about the way you communicate. Man, let's just face it. You got people that you know right now are rooting against you, Dion.
Yeah.
Everybody don't want, you think everybody on here want us to actually become one of the biggest shows in 50 states? You got some people saying, man, they got that little ass podcast. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's why you got to know what you're doing so you won't question what they're thinking.
Right.
Because you understand what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Stay focused on what you're doing so you won't get the law of vibration. You won't even get them vibrations. Right. You know what I'm saying? What you're going to get is you're going to get incentives from people who really care. Dion, that's really a nice podcast y'all got. Yep. Man, I learned a lot from that, man. Slim, I didn't know y'all be having all them guests. Oh, man, y'all kind of tough. I remember when y'all first started. So those are the type of incentives that you gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna gravitate to a motherfucker. Slim, that shit ain't gonna work. Y'all should do this way. There's always gonna be people like that.
Yep. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Praying on your downfall. I remember when I first created a store, when I first had my store, a dude walked into the store. Slim, guess what he said? Check this out. This motherfucker said, he said, Slim, we're going to have to move this joint from right here. I said, huh? He said, yeah, we're going to have to move from back here. I said, where the fuck where the French come from? Where the weed come from? You ain't selling their rock to get this motherfucker. Where the fuck is that weed? You ain't with me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When they kicked my door in, I ain't see that motherfucker talking that weed shit. When they kicked my door in, it took my motherfucker. Right. Yeah, that motherfucker just talking about, man, we going, man, I said, man, I'm good, home. I appreciate, he said we. Like he was with my team. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what they do too. And they be the ones that
unfortunately, listen, when it started the business, unfortunately, I just was lucrative at that point where I can get things done expeditiously to the point where, if you can't have a team, then you're going to need more money to expedite deals. So if you got manual help, it subsidizes your finance and what you're spending to get things done. Because I got manual help, but I didn't have manual help. I was doing everything myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Till I got to a point where I was able to get some help. I hired a girl. The girl was real creative. She used to watch the store. Then I hired a friend of mine. So I had to do everything myself till I got to a point where I was able to have staff. But in the beginning, I had to do everything myself. Go pick the orders up. Go do this. Go meet with the design guy. Go meet with the embroidery guy. Go down Lux T and talk to the owner. I had to do everything myself. You see what I'm saying? I can't imagine. What do you say? I can't imagine this show not being here
during this time slot because she will be stuck watching Law and Order SVU. Okay. Yeah, we appreciate you watching, Donna.
Man, Donna Douglas. Let me tell you something. We really appreciate the audience that we have. Man, people be seeing us, man, talking about, man, they got a podcast. I'll be thinking like, and we got to get some of our past guests on. It's time to, we got, listen, Slim, if you've been with us, now, before we close.
Wait, we got to do one. I do want to bring something up before we close, too.
I'm going to give you this.
What?
Go ahead. You go ahead. Special shout out, dude.
Special shout out to Gary Russell, the last person we had on. He had a fight this weekend.
He demolished
Giovanni Santiago. He said everybody said he was going to knock him out, but we got to give it because he was our last guest that came on, gave us some good time, told us what he was doing. He was boxing, he was going to work out and all that. He ended up punishing the dude. He knocked him out in the 6th round. So just wanted to definitely say that.
Also,
What's happening?
that's right. I agree with you, Dana Kelly. You've been in the back in the wings. And we ain't talking enough freak shit. We ain't talking enough freak shit. Enough squirt. Oh, don't let me get started. I'll squirt your ass out. Know what you want to talk about that. No, listen, man. I have made a few contacts today. I talked to Q the Fool. He'll be back.
Okay.
Also talked to Crab Balls. I'll be doing something live with Crab Balls. Also, I'll be up and coming. I got Kenny Westray from We Are One who will be coming.
My main man. Kenny Westray.
We got some things coming up, man. So we picking up, and we also will be back in studio.
Yeah, we working on that, y'all. We working on that.
Y'all be the first one to see our live new studio.
Yep, it's coming.
Not gonna it's coming. We got a live new studio to which as soon as we open back up after June 11th, everything will fit. June the 11th it's at Fort Lincoln.
Fort Lincoln.
Yeah. Great guy. Tom Slick. Know his
family.
Time
on that? You get time on that?
Yeah, I got a time on it. Okay. It's hold up.
Yeah, we got to get the time on that too. I don't remember you saying the time earlier, but I know.
Hold up, I got it right here. I got the time.
So I appreciate that, JT.
The time is it's June the 10th, Thursday. June the 10th, Thursday.
Okay.
The viewing is from 12:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
The service
is. You have it, Michael Benton.
The service at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
Bar, there won't be any changes. Sometimes they make changes as we go, but right now that's what it is. And I think the funeral is the next day. They're doing it like the old time. I think the funeral's on a Friday.
Okay. All right. Dana said y'all need to tell these mofos to get back to work and stop collecting.
That's also something we wanted to talk about because Maryland has came up with a new stipulation where you have to show proof that you're looking for a job to still receive unemployment. Mm-hmm. So they're going to start, and they probably will trickle over to D.C.
Yep. I hope so, JT. It's a good show. I like that show.
Wallow, Gilly and Wallow.
Gilly and Wallow, yeah, they're funny.
Yeah. Gilly is a big thing up there in Philadelphia.
Yeah. They're funny. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we didn't even touch on the unemployment. We talked about that in the pre-show, too. I forgot to bring it up.
Man, the show has a way of taking the twist and going its own way. And sometimes the audience take us in. We could be going a different direction, too, and the audience will steer us as well because we need to. They bullshitting enough. Okay.
She's talking about the unemployment. A lot of people been getting over on the unemployment, just like the PPP jumps. Yeah. They coming for that PPP money though. They coming.
But listen, black folks need that money, man. They need.
You've been saying that for months.
Black folks need that money, man. They need that money. But the only thing about it is, the worst thing you can do is give a person money for doing nothing. What you do is you make them lazy.
Mm-hmm. She's the HR director. That's my homie. That's Dana Kelly, my closest friends. She said if anybody looking for a job in healthcare in Silver Spring, they can inbox her. She, I believe, I know for a fact is the HR director there. So
one of the things that
$20 in JT Noel.
Listen.
Good catch, JT.
We got how many people we got on here?
Right now we got 40.
Okay, 40 people.
We got 12 minutes of the show left. But yeah,
I'm gonna give a $50 cash payment.
Okay.
To someone.
Breaking news.
Someone who can name every guest that we had.
I know which one they ain't gonna remember. And you got 12. You got
24 hours. You got 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So they got. So what you want them to inbox you? Inbox me? What?
If they send it to you,
Matter of fact, put it on the All Over the Place podcast page. First person
Yeah.
to get all of them, we're gonna send it to you. I'll watch that. So,
And yeah, put it on our all over. We got a place they can send it to the All Over the Place podcast, and we
Facebook
need
page. Yep.
Facebook page, and we need you to number. So, because we know the total,
Yeah.
so we need you to number. So, because we can look right at if you got 30 and we got 45, you already lost. If we got, you know what I'm saying, so we don't have to waste time counting the number. Number them. You don't have to go by categorize. You just numerically. You just number them so we can look at the total.
Yep. Because we're
And
coming up on that 100th episode.
Yeah, of course.
We're coming up real quick.
Man, listen, I'm grateful to have the people that listen to us people were looking for us Monday.
Yep. People were.
Well, tomorrow is the first day that I don't have to go to work at 8 o'clock because my 8 o'clock guy's out of town. So, but I'll be there at 8:30, so it don't make no difference. It's like one more wink of sleep.
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah, I'm with you. Last 10 minutes, I do have some gone but not forgotten. So I do gotta send a special shout out to Steve Martin and his family. I think he was only 29 years old. I actually coached him. I don't know. I don't get into how it happened and all that. His mom put something up. His mother's name is Denise. Y'all, please keep her in y'all prayers. Again, he was young. He played with Mike. Mike actually coached him in basketball. So, real good kid, 29 years old. He passed away, I believe it was Saturday. So gone but not forgotten, Steve Martin is his name. I'm going to throw Rosa Joseph out there. Of course, my grandfather, Joseph Gates. We got so many, man. Y'all throw them in real quick. Gone but not forgotten. Again, it does not have to be somebody that has transitioned already. It could be somebody that's incarcerated or whatever. We just want to keep them lifted up. Just send them a shout out, man. Just
gone but not forgotten. Tom Slick. Gone but not forgotten.
Yep.
Jay Van Hughes, gone but not forgotten.
Lord Jay, yep.
Also want to thank the new listeners for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all. When somebody referred y'all, we really appreciate the referral because that means they're interested. So, ain't nobody gonna refer nobody to nothing that they don't think highly of.
Right.
So we really appreciate that. Shout out to my man Kanal Bullware, my partner.
Yep.
And
Good.
listen, we blessed, man. We really are, Slim.
Man.
You gotta really think about what this country has been through over the last 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
We have been through something that haven't happened in 100 years.
Yeah.
So when you're out there moving around, have a little bit more patience with people because people are still shell shocked from being in the house for a year. And people patience level, money is not stuff, mail is not moving as fast. A lot of people are having problems hiring people back because of people still getting paid.
Yeah.
Some people are making more off unemployment than going back to work.
Correct.
So
one thing just to piggyback on that, because I know we're running out, but just to piggyback on that, we do need to have Dr. Blair Smoke come back as well as Keisha Kemp, because I do want to talk to them about the kids. They closing out. I think it's only 2 weeks of school left. And how, what they saw with the kids. I know I've seen a couple people on Facebook talking about the kids be sleeping through class. My daughter, I've seen her sleep through class too. So, this pandemic has definitely affected them youngest. I know we said we was going to have a show with youngest too, so we can still work on that as well. But
we can listen. We can get I can get Keisha Kemp. She ready on deck. Can you get your man?
Yeah. I definitely can get
okay, I can get 2 guys. Well, first of all, I have to find 2 kids that went back to school.
Yeah.
Because some parents didn't allow kids to go back to school.
I was one of those. I didn't allow Mariah to go back.
Right.
But she will be going in the fall.
Right. Because the numbers going to show that chance for her getting COVID are down to almost 0. Right. Plus, the more time, the virus, let's talk facts. The virus is down.
Yeah.
But we still need to keep our foot on it.
Mm-hmm. Wear them daggone masks.
Wear the mask in crowded areas. Outside, I ain't pressing you to wear the mask.
Right.
Because they said it's
you
almost.
You ain't gonna walk up on me talking though.
Yeah, but they said it's almost a 0% chance. Outside, it's almost a 0% chance you can catch, even if you was talking to a motherfucker. Even if that's what they said. I'm just saying what they say. Now, if you're in a closed area,
now it's different.
It's different. And it's going to take like 15 to 20 minutes for you to be in that same area closed where he's talking.
Keep breathing it in.
Yeah. You keep yeah. You can't just come up to you, talk to you. Hey, Dion, and you got COVID. No.
Right.
COVID don't work like that's what we got to do. We got to tell people the facts so people won't be.
Got to hit them with the facts.
Yeah, they won't be phobiaed out. But anyway, this was a great show. We love you, Curtis. Oh, I keep my mask on. Ain't no question.
Yeah. Look, man, we're going to holler at y'all. It was a great show. Thank y'all for watching this, man. We don't want y'all to just end the show. We know it's a 10-second delay anyway. But, Curtis Binion, I do owe you a beating. And I'm a punish Slink you. Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, so you will be at work. So I thought that I got my days mixed up. But we got to get back on that game too, Slink, very soon.
You know, I'm good.
I know what you're doing right now. You're setting up your stuff for tomorrow. Monica Massey, keep great show, you guys. Keep them coming. Thank you. We will try to.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow, I love you guys. Oh, yeah, Kurt, I'll see you in the morning. And also, Kirk said he's going to hook it up with us to get Miles. We're going to try to get Miles in here. Maybe that Thursday, see if we can get Miles that Thursday before Barry Farms open back up.
That would be great. That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, that would.
So there it is, man. There y'all have it.
I'd like to get Kenny and Miles same day.
That would be perfect. Ooh, that'd be a smoker. That'd be a smoker.
Smoke shack.
That would be a smoke shack.
Let's work on it.
Let's do it. Let's make it
but I got Crab Balls. That's my man. I can get him on the weekend. He told me anytime on the weekend. So we might have to do a separate show from inside Crab Balls. And inside there, we'll do a taste test, restaurant review, let y'all know exactly, prices and how much a meal costs. And
a little something to eat too,
yeah. Okay. But anyway, love y'all. See you
on
Monday.
Yeah, have a great weekend, man.
Great weekend. Check the flyers. Check the podcast. Get them listening. You only got 24 hours. Donna Douglas working on that now for that 50.
For that 50.
Yeah. Oh, 50 is here. Oh, the 50 is here. Don't think the 50 is here. Listen, Michael Belly seen this. I know what he said. Man, I ain't nothing but some ones. I know, Mike. I'm old school. I keep the ones on the top. And keep that other shit. Keep that other shit in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school, Mike. I know there ain't nothing about $400. I know what Mike's saying. I already know what Mike, man. He's flat $400. Okay, keep thinking it's $400.
Right. Buy your business, Mike.
This would be in my pocket on a regular basis, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, look, man.
We'll see y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Peace, man.
Peace.